Hey everyone, and welcome back to our YouTube channel. In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you exactly how you can set up Odysseus for free. You run your own AI on your PC or on a virtual private server. Alright, so in my previous video, I covered what Odysseus is and why it matters. This one will be the full setup. By the end, you will have PewDiePie's AI Workspace running in two different methods. Completely for free on your own PC using OpenRouter. You don't even need to buy an API key, or on a Hostinger server so it runs 24/7 and you can access it from anywhere. I'll show you both methods step by step. You can pick whichever fits your situation. I'll also be telling you what you would gain by continuing with Hostinger. You will find links to everything that you need in the description below this video, so go ahead and get started. Now, what you need to know first is that Odysseus is an interface. It doesn't come with an AI brain built in. You would connect one. So for that, you would have two options for that AI brain. The option one is a local model running on your own hardware. This is fully private and completely free, but it needs a capable computer and the quality depends on your hardware. The second option would be connecting an API, and this is where OpenRouter comes in. It gives you access to dozens of AI models through one connection, and it has free models that will not cost you anything. This means you can run Odysseus with good AI quality for free because the processing happens on OpenRouter servers, not yours. So for this tutorial, we're going to be using OpenRouter's free models as the brain. It's the easiest path, it works on any computer, and it costs $0. So go ahead and navigate to openrouter.ai or find the link below this video at your convenience and sign up. You can use email or Google with no credit card required. Now once you're in, you want to click on the Get API or Get Key. You go to the keys and click Create Key. Give it a name like Odysseus so you remember what it's for, and then click Create. Now keep in mind that OpenRouter only shows your full key once. You copy it immediately and paste it somewhere safe. If you lose it, you will just have to make a new one, but save yourself the hassle. Now if you prefer a different model like Anthropic's, Claude Opus or something like that, then of course you would have to pay for that on their own website. You can also charge up credits and use that same model on OpenRouter and many different models that you can switch between if you top up your credits. So with an API key obtained, that's our AI brain sorted. The free tier with OpenRouter gives you about 20 requests per minute and 200 requests per day, which is plenty for personal use. Now the second step would be to install a Docker. Odysseus runs inside Docker, which is a tool that packages software so it runs the same way on any computer. You need Docker installed before anything else. You want to go to docker.com, download Docker Desktop for your operating system. It works in Windows, Mac or Linux, and then install it like any normal program. Once installed, you open it and let it start running. You will see the Docker icon in your taskbar or menu bar when it's active. You want to leave it running in the background. Now once Docker is installed, you want to go ahead and open it. From here, it will ask you to sign up using your email or your Gmail. So you want to go to the Docker main website and create your account. It will automatically redirect you to the application and sign you in. When you are signed in, it might show you this step right here as it says that the WSL might need updating. All you have to do is copy the command it shows you, click try again, and then paste the command. Give it a few minutes to fully install and you'll be good to go. From here, you open your terminal. On Windows, that's Command Prompt or PowerShell, and on Mac, it's Terminal. On Linux, you already know. You're going to run 4 commands one at a time. I'll explain what each one does as it runs. First, you clone the Odysseus files from GitHub. You will find all of the commands below this video at your convenience, so just go ahead and copy-paste them. This first command will download the entire project to your computer. Now, of course, for this to work, you have to have Git installed. You can write git -- version to see if it's installed or not. If it shows a version, then you're good. If it doesn't or says that Git is not recognized, it means you don't have it installed, and all you have to do is just go to this website right here and then install for Windows. Now, as you can see on my command prompt, it says C Windows System 32. That's exactly where it downloaded my Odysseus version. If you wanted to create a folder for it and download it elsewhere, all you have to do is write cd and then desktop for example right before this command right here. And then it's going to create a folder on the desktop named Odysseus and install everything right there. Second, you move into the folder that you just downloaded. And third, you copy the example configuration file into a real one. This creates your settings file on Windows. If that doesn't work, you want to use copy.env.example.env. The fourth one is to build and start everything. Now this last command makes it so that it runs in the background, so it keeps running after you close the terminal. The first time you run this step, it will take a few minutes because Docker is downloading and assembling everything, so just take your time and let it finish. Once you're done with that, you open Odysseus and log in. You open your browser and go to this, and then from here you will see the Odysseus login screen. Now to actually log in, the username is always admin, and then you want to find your temporary password. So once again, back to the command prompt, you want to paste the following. Now the logs are going to be very long to go through, so just simply click Ctrl F and look for password. You're going to see initial admin user created and then a temporary password. You simply copy the temporary password and then put it into the Odysseus login. So finally, we have Odysseus interface up and running. The first thing that you want to do is that you want to click on the settings icon right here and then go to the account settings and change your password. You paste it once again in the current password and select a new one. Do that real quick and update your password. You may also set up a two-factor authentication right here for an extra layer of security. And then add module. From here, we want to choose the API option that we saved earlier. Select OpenRouter and then paste in the API key that we have saved. For the endpoint, OpenRouter uses an OpenAI compatible format, so the base URL would be something like what you see on the screen. Now you pick which model to use. To use any of the free models, you search for the models with a free in the name. As of right now, solid free options include DeepSeek, Llama models, and some GPT OSS. The model ID for free models always ends in :free, like this one for example, so select one, save it, and it appears in your chat dropdown. Go ahead and send a test message. If you get a response, you're done. You will have Odysseus running on your PC, powered by a free AI model, costing you nothing. And that's essentially the free method. It works on any computer because OpenRouter does the heavy lifting. The only limitation is the free tier rate limits, which for personal use, you will rarely hit. But for heavier use, whether it's personal or business, of course, like I said, you would either have to go to OpenAI API keys or Anthropic's or Gemini's, whatever you prefer, and then start paying for an API key. Either that or topping up your OpenRouter credits and then continuing with any of the paid API options. Alright, so the PC method is great for testing, but it has a catch. Odysseus only runs while your computer is on. If you close your laptop or your PC, it will go down. If you have any cron jobs or scheduled tasks, these will stop. And the worst of all, you cannot access it from your phone. Now, hosting it on a server fixes all of that. That server is virtual, it will run 24/7, and you access it from any device through a browser. Best of all, your automations will keep running even when your computer is off. And then there is the privacy thing. Now, personally, I would trust PewDiePie with my PC, but you never really know what happens, especially using AI agents like Odysseus, OpenClaw, or Hermes. Running these agents on your own PC pretty much gives them access to almost everything. And that's why running it on a virtual private server is just the most secure option. And it costs almost nothing to run. As you'll see, these plans are very affordable, especially when using the link below for the best discount available in the market. Alright, so when you go to that link, you will want a VPS plan, not shared hosting. For running Odysseus with OpenRouter or other API models, the KVM2 plan is plenty. It gives you 2 CPU cores, 8GB of RAM, 100GB of storage, and it's about $7 a month. The longer your plan, the more dollars you will save. So during the setup, you want to choose Ubuntu as your operating system and select the Docker template. Hostinger pre-installs Docker for you, which saves you a step. Complete your purchase and let the server provision. After that, you will get an IP address, a username, and a password. You open your terminal and connect to the server using SSH. Replace your server IP with the actual IP Hostinger just gave you and then enter the password when prompted. You will now be controlling your server from your terminal. After that, you install Odysseus. Same commands as the PC method since Docker is already installed. Now, one important edit before you start it, by default Odysseus only allows access from the same machine. Since you want to access it from your browser on a different device, like maybe your phone, you will need to open it up, edit the .env file. Find the line that sets the host binding and change it so it allows external access. Set the host to 000 and then save and exit. Now just start it. The final step would be to access your service Odysseus. Open your browser and then go to your server's IP address followed by the port. The Odysseus login screen appears, you create your admin account, and you will be in. Except this time it's running on a server that never sleeps. If you are serious and want to take your AI agent to the next level, you would have to do this option because then you are running it 24/7. Now, when it comes to connecting OpenRouter, so we have our free API key, exactly the same as the PC method. Settings, add model, API, and then select OpenRouter. You paste your key, and then use the base URL as I showed you earlier. You pick a free model, save, and then test. Alright, just to wrap up, I have just explained to you how to use Odysseus on your own PC using two different methods. You want to use the first or the PC method, if I want to call it that. If you just want to test Odysseus, you're the only user and you don't mind it's only running when your PC is on. It's free and takes about 15 minutes. But instead, you want to use the Hostinger method if you want your AI workspace always available, accessible from your phone and other devices, with scheduled tasks and automations running around the clock. It's affordable, especially if you use the link that I just gave you below this video. So that pricing plus whatever you spend on AI models, which is still free if you stick with OpenRouter's free models. But to be honest, eventually if you're taking this super seriously, you would have to continue with an API key that's paid. That way you're not gonna hit the rate limits anytime soon, you're still paying for it, and it's the most intelligent. Either way, you now own your AI workspace, your data, your server, and your rules. I mean, that's the whole point why PewDiePie started this. Once again, links to OpenRouter, Hostinger, and the Odysseus repo are all in the description. If this got you set up, go ahead and let me know by giving it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos just like this one. If you got any questions, let me know in the comments and I'll be sure to make a new video or answer them separately. Thanks so much for watching and see you guys in the next video.